Have you ever wondered why some people seem effortlessly happy no matter what life throws at them? It's not magic and it's not luck, it's science. Yes, there's actually a science behind happiness. And today we're diving deep into research-backed strategies that you can apply to improve your overall well-being and feel happier every single day. Whether you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just curious about how to create lasting happiness, this video is for you. Stick around because these strategies will empower you to take control of your happiness, and I promise you won't want to miss a single tip. And the best part, these aren't just theoretical ideas. They are proven methods backed by studies conducted by psychologists and researchers who have dedicated years to figuring out what truly makes us happy. So, if you've ever felt like happiness is something that's just out of reach or reserved for a select few, stay tuned. Because by the end of this video, you'll have actionable tools to bring more happiness into your life, starting right now. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of happiness, let's get one thing straight. Happiness isn't about feeling joyful every moment of every day. We all experience ups and downs, and that's completely normal. True happiness is about cultivating a lasting sense of well-being, even when life throws challenges your way. It's a balance between life satisfaction, positive emotions, and living with a sense of purpose and meaning. The science of happiness, also known as positive psychology, tells us that happiness isn't a destination, it's a skill, a practice, something that we can intentionally create. And guess what? You have more control over your happiness than you might think. Sure, circumstances matter, but research shows that up to 40% of our happiness is within our control, driven by our daily habits and mindsets. So today, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful research-backed strategies that you can start using today to boost your happiness and well-being. Let's get started. First on the list is gratitude. And I know you've heard this before, but there's a reason why gratitude keeps coming up in discussions about happiness. It works. You see, when you practice gratitude consistently, you're training your brain to focus on the positives in your life rather than dwelling on the negatives. It's not just about being polite and saying thank you. It's about actively noticing and appreciating the good things, big or small, that happen every day. So how do we actually do this? One of the simplest methods is to start a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be anything: the warmth of your morning coffee, a kind gesture from a friend, or even the fact that you had time to relax. Studies have shown that people who keep a gratitude journal for just a few weeks report feeling happier, more optimistic, and even sleep better. Think about it. When you're focused on what's going right in your life, it's much harder to feel stressed or anxious about what's not. Plus, gratitude has a ripple effect. The more you practice it, the more you'll start to notice and appreciate the positive things happening around you. Gratitude truly is a happiness amplifier. Let's talk about something that's equally important but often overlooked: connection. Human beings are social creatures, and our relationships are a huge factor in our happiness. In fact, one of the longest studies on human happiness, the Harvard study of adult development, found that good relationships are the strongest predictor of a happy and healthy life. It's not money, it's not fame. It's the quality of our connections with others. But let's be clear, it's not about having hundreds of friends or being the most popular person in the room. What really matters is the depth and quality of your relationships. Even having 1 or 2 close, meaningful connections can make a world of difference to your well-being. So how do we nurture these connections? Start small, reach out to a friend or family member today, maybe send a text to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Plan a coffee date, or even just have a meaningful conversation with someone close to you. Remember, it's not the quantity of interactions that matters, it's the quality. And if you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share in the comments one relationship that's made a positive impact on your life. Your story could inspire others to reconnect with someone important to them. Now, let's talk about something that not enough people know about, but is crucial for happiness: the flow state. Have you ever been so absorbed in an activity that you lost track of time? Maybe you were painting, playing music, or even working on a project, and suddenly hours had gone by without you noticing. That's called flow, a state of deep engagement and immersion where you're fully present in the moment. Flow is not only enjoyable, it's incredibly beneficial for your mental well-being. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term flow, found that people who regularly experience flow report higher levels of happiness and fulfillment. Why? Because flow challenges us in the right way. It puts us in a state of focus and concentration that's both stimulating and rewarding. When you're in flow, you're not thinking about your worries, anxieties, or what's going wrong. You're fully engaged in the task at hand. So how can you incorporate more flow into your life? The key is to find activities that challenge you just enough to keep you engaged, but not so much that they cause stress. This could be anything from writing, coding, or playing a sport to cooking, gardening, or even playing video games. Whatever brings you into that zone of deep focus, do more of it. The more you experience flow, the more fulfilled and happy you'll feel. Here's a simple but incredibly effective happiness booster: random acts of kindness. Whether it's buying a coffee for the person behind you in line, helping a stranger with their groceries, or even just smiling at someone having a bad day, acts of kindness create a positive ripple effect, and the science backs this up. Performing random acts of kindness not only makes the recipient happier, but it also boosts the happiness of the giver. Why? Because kindness activates the brain's reward systems, releasing chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which are directly linked to feelings of well-being, and it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Small, spontaneous acts can have just as much impact. In fact, sometimes it's the little things that can turn someone's entire day around. So here's a challenge for you: do one random act of kindness today. It could be for a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger. And after you've done it, take note of how it makes you feel. I'd love to hear your experiences, so let me know in the comments how your act of kindness brightened someone's day and your own. Next on the list is something we all know but sometimes forget: the power of physical activity and nature. Now, you don't have to be a marathon runner or a fitness junkie to feel the benefits. Research shows that even moderate physical activity, like going for a walk or doing a few minutes of yoga, can significantly improve your mood. Why? Because exercise releases endorphins, which are your body's natural mood elevators. But here's where it gets even better. When you combine physical activity with time spent in nature, the effects on your happiness are amplified. Studies show that spending just 20 minutes a day in nature can lower stress levels, reduce anxiety, and increase feelings of calm and happiness. So if you've had a tough day or are feeling overwhelmed, take a break and step outside. Even a short walk in the park or sometimes sitting in the sun can do wonders for your mental health. The key here is consistency. Make it a habit to move your body and connect with nature every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Your mind and your mood will thank you. Finally, let's talk about purpose. The driving force that gives our lives direction and meaning. Purpose is more than just setting goals. It's about aligning your actions with your deeper values and finding meaning in what you do. When you live with purpose, you tap into a source of long-term happiness that goes beyond fleeting pleasures. Research shows that people who feel a sense of purpose in their lives experience greater life satisfaction, lower levels of depression, and even better physical health. And here's the best part: your purpose doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing mission. It could be as simple as being there for your family, contributing to your community, or finding meaning in your daily work. So, how can you find more purpose in your life? Start by reflecting on your values. What matters most to you? How can you align your actions with those values? Maybe it's volunteering for a cause you care about, pursuing a passion project, or simply spending more time on the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Living with purpose doesn't just make you happier, it gives you a deeper sense of direction and meaning that can sustain you through life's challenges. If any of these strategies are resonating with you, or if you have your own tips for increasing happiness, I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment below. Let's get a conversation going. Your story could inspire someone else to take a step toward greater happiness. So there you have it. 6 science-backed strategies to boost your happiness and improve your overall well-being. Remember, happiness isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we can create with the right mindset and daily habits. And the best part, you can start today, whether it's practicing gratitude, nurturing your relationships, finding flow, performing acts of kindness, getting outside and moving, or living with purpose. Each of these strategies has the potential to transform your life for the better. If you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you're looking for more tips on living your best life, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I'm excited to continue this journey toward greater happiness with you. Until next time, take care and keep pursuing happiness.